This is Learn English Anywhere, Hackney Wick edition. Okay, so where are we? Hackney Wick is in East London. It's in the borough of Hackney and Tower Hamlets, and it's kind of bordered by this big dual carriageway to one side and then the canal to the other side. Now, this is a very fascinating area. It has changed a lot over the last 100 years, 50 years, 20 years, 10 years, 1 year, 1 week. It's changed that much. Now, why are we here? Well, hopefully we're going to find some really fantastic English, because I believe that you can learn English anywhere. You just have to look around at street signs, adverts, graffiti, street art, whatever you can find, there's going to be something, right? So I think we're going to find some cool stuff here today. I've just seen a nice bit of vocabulary. Let's go over and have a look. Right, let's check it out. Okay, flying spud. Now, a spud is a potato. It's a slang word for potato. So this place does, I think they do baked potatoes, things like that. So there's a nice little slang phrase. Spud is potato. All right, I take you back. They don't do baked potatoes at all. They do burgers. Now, why they're called the flying spud, I have no idea, but it's a good name. Oh, you got a nice little adjective there, thrifty. Thrifty just means you are careful with your money, you spend it well, you make your money last. So in America there's something called a thrift store, which I think we'd call a charity shop. So it's where you can get second-hand clothes. But to be thrifty, to be careful with money. So here, the thrifty boys, I guess they're guys who are careful with their money. Okay, just found a nice little sign here, nailed it, nailed it. Now this is a great phrase, and this means you did something really successfully. So, for example, my niece was practicing the piano and she tried to play a song and she got it perfectly right. She nailed it, right? You did it absolutely perfectly. Great little phrase, nice informal one. This is outside a place called Build Base, which is a building suppliers. And they're saying we nailed it on price. So we got our price perfect. We're very successful. Okay, so let's continue hunting for good vocabulary, great phrases, interesting idioms. I'm looking at the street art particularly. I think that's where we're going to find the best language, because it's so innovative, it's so inventive. There's some really great stuff all over the place. I mean, like Hackney Wick has graffiti everywhere. It's kind of part of its character, its charm. There's a bridge that was put up a year or two ago. Immediately they graffitied it, and it's just like, well, that's just what the area is, right? Just a little pronunciation tip, guys. This says refuse store. Refuse means rubbish, right? Where you put your rubbish. Now the stress there is refuse, right? Stress is on the first syllable. If you put the stress on the second syllable, it suddenly changes meaning. It becomes, if you refuse something, you say no, right? So just the movement of stress from one syllable to another one can change the meaning completely. Another example of this is record. Record and record. The same word, but two totally different meanings when you move the stress. And this is something that I talk about in my online pronunciation course that you guys can check out in the link below. This is one of the most iconic spots in Hackney Wick. This is a pub called the Lord Napier. Now this was reopened about 3 or 4 months ago. Before that, it was this derelict pub that had graffiti everywhere, and it was actually quite iconic. I think people came from miles around to take photos of it. It was very, very cool. I'll show you a photo of what it looked like right here. But now they've turned it back into a pub. It used to be a pub back in the day in the 60s, and then it became derelict, but they've reopened it. It's looking great. Of course, they're keeping the street art theme. It looks amazing. There's a rooftop as well. A really great place to come for a drink. Look at all the construction to my right. It's just new blocks of flats going up everywhere. Honestly, this place changes. Every time I come here, there's something new. There's a new block of flats that's gone up. There's a shop that's gone or changed. It's an area in motion. I really feel that. I came here a couple of years ago to film, and I said then that this is a place that just changes before my eyes, and it's really the case right now. Yeah, this is progress right here, right in front of you. But Hackney Wick is a complex place. I mean, there's this constant battle between who belongs here, who owns it. It used to be an industrial area in the 1800s, early 1900s, and then it changed rapidly, and lots of artists moved into the area. made it this vibrant place that it is now. But with the artists and with the creative community came gentrification. And now, as we've seen, there are so many new builds going on, new blocks of flats that are unaffordable to many people. So there's this debate about what kind of community is this now, and are people being forced out because of change and because of gentrification. Now just across the canal from me is Hformant and Son. I think you can see it just over there. Now this is a smoked salmon factory. They do really delicious smoked salmon. Now this is one of the companies, one of the 200 companies that was moved off the Olympic site to my left to other parts. It was relocated as part of the compulsory purchase order of 2007. Now they moved over here to Hackney Wick because they've always been based in the East End. And their factory is designed to look like a piece of salmon with salmon skin on top. I think you can kind of see that. Now right here is another victim of the regeneration of Hackney Wick. This is called 2 More Years. Now it was a place called Stour Space. It was an artist community, it was a cafe for people to come to. I actually visited it when I first came to Hackney Wick in 2011. Unfortunately, they're changing the use of this building now. It's going to become flats. And so the owners changed the name of the bar to 2 More Years because that's how long they have left. 2 more years, and then it's gone. It's changed, and you know, all people have is just their memories, right? Nothing more. Okay, here's a fact to blow your mind. Now, I got this from a YouTube video, which I'm going to link because I can't remember the exact name of it. I'll put it up here. But they did a tour of Hackney Wick, which was fantastic. And they said in this video that at this spot right here, the Sainsbury's right here, was the first place that plastic was ever made. That blew my mind. This humble place in East London was the first place in the world when they made plastic. That's a cool fact, right? Just across the canal from me is Barge East. This is one of my favourite places to come. On a summer's evening, this place is absolutely jumping. It's an amazing location right by the canal, and then you've got the Olympic Stadium, or the London Stadium as it is called now, in the distance. You know the hipsters have moved in when there's axe throwing in town. It's actually quite good fun. Alright, as I said, there's a lot of new builds being put up. There's a lot of marketing outside, big billboards and stuff. And they're great for language, particularly adjectives, for very descriptive adjectives. Here we've got state of the art, which just means brand new, like the latest version of something. So state of the art technology. They're talking about a state of the art gym. So it's a gym that would have the latest equipment, right? The newest, best thing. But yeah, we have state of the art anything. State of the art TV, state of the art gym equipment, state of the art computer, whatever it is.